Hello there, it's Diorama Don here once more. And what we're going to do today is make a girder bridge. Not a usual type of bridge to make. I don't think I've seen a modeler make a girder bridge, maybe one or two, but it's a little bit out of the ordinary. So we're going to try to recreate a girder bridge. Before I start, what I normally do at the end of each video is ask you to subscribe, but then it occurred to me that some of you might not still be there at the end of the video. So I'll ask you now at the beginning to please subscribe. It costs no money, and you get notified when I put a new video up. So click the subscribe button and everybody will be happy. Okay, that out the way. What I've done is using 3mm card for the fin of the side of the bridge, and then 2mm card, because 3mm card won't bend that well around that radius. So 2mm card does, and I wondered how it would be possible to do that, because if you've got PVA glue, you'd have to stand there for like 3 hours until it dried. So this is what I did. This is the metal that will go around the shape of the bridge, and using super glue, can you see? Just about. Put that in the middle there, like so, and give it a little squib. Wait the obligatory 10 seconds, and that should be fixed. Yeah. So then all we need to do is roll that over like so, making sure that it's still in the middle. Yeah. And then give it another quick squib there. Has that got it? Yeah. So that will then give you the shape of what we need, the 2mm card, the right shape. So I'll spot weld that all along there, if you like, all the way along, and do the same the other end. And I'll have 2 of these. So the road, the actual road itself, is normally a box girder shape. So that will be the width of the tunnel, the bridge. And then I'll put these fins so that when the road on the top is put on the top like so, and then the girder will be stuck on the top like that, and then these fins, when they're cut to length, will go all the way along the length like so. So that's going to be the basic shape. Super glue sticks every damn thing apart from my fingers. Yeah. Okay, so I'll carry on finishing the road. There may be a cutout here for when I make the abutments. No laughing at the back there. The abutments either side. There'll be a buttress, so that will be a cutout there, and then the road will carry on there, but we'll see about that later. So I'll continue assembling the bridge itself with these either end like so, and then all the fins all the way along, and we'll take it from there. So we've assembled everything and given it a coat of white wall filler with a little bit of water mixed in, as an undercoat for painting. There's nothing worse than painting cardboard. Well, you can't. It's impossible to do. So with an undercoat of white filler, it gives it a basis for painting on. So we've got the box ridge section underneath as the road, and then the ridge sections on top. I've made two buttresses which I may embellish a little more. It looks a little bit weak at the moment, so I may embellish some buttresses out to the side or some things at the top. We'll see. It's at this point that I'm supposed to roll out loads of exotic paints, specialist washes, and God knows what. But the only paint I use is black and white. A small bottle of black acrylic, and then some white paint from the DIY store. That's basically the only paints I use. If I really feel a bit exotic, I've got some burnt sienna and burnt umber. Well, burnt sienna is as close to a rustic looking colour as I can think of. So what I'll do is give it another base coat, a darker colour, and then we'll try to make it look a little rusty, a little more in keeping with an old rusted iron bridge. So bear in mind, this is all I've got. I refuse to pay money for expensive paints, specialist paints, so we'll see how they go. So wish me luck, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I think we've got a bit of a rusty bridge now. I've done one side. When metal gets old, as it does on an old bridge like this, then the metal starts to blister. So to get that effect, I put a lot of filler in between the fins to give that blistering effect. And on the top, it's a very rough finish on the top there, which is great for dry brushing. You can pick out the highlights. So just with burnt umber, let's go down. Just burnt umber paint and dry brushing in between, just to pick out the highlights of this. Is not going to be a very good job, but it's just to show you. Damn. Yeah, that's better. So just picking out the highlights of the filler, we can make the make it look rusty. So all the way along like that, and then if it's too much, and it usually is, then I can tone it down again with the grey, just to take off any hot spots that might be just too much, like that. And that's how I ended up. It's not a quick process. It's a case of doing it, not liking it, doing it again, not liking it again, and then doing it again, just going over and over until you're happy with the result. But that's all. There's no specialist paints, no specialist anything really, just burnt umber and a grey paint, which is just black and white mixed together. So that's basically the finish of it. Looks quite old metally. That's the whole point. So I'll finish it off anyway, and I'll come back. Okay, so we've finished painting it now. We've got two buttresses either end. I'm not going to make them more elaborate than that. It was just to show off the bridge itself. I won't even put it onto a diorama, roads underneath or trains or whatever over the top. It was just really to show you how I go about the actual bridge itself. So that's the finished result. It looks quite blistered and rusty and gnarled and aged. And again, only just cardboard and a bit of paint. A bit of cheap paint, black, white, and I forgot the name of it. Burnt umber, something like that. That is available from most stationers, never mind hobby shops. So there we are. That's my plate girder bridge. Now, the more astute among you are probably saying to yourselves, what about the rivets? And I say to you, what about the rivets? Very, very difficult to do. A little beyond me to do that, but some people do actually put each individual rivet along this, and it would look so much better if it did have the proper rivets, which is how it was constructed in the first place. But I can't say I know how to do it. If anybody can make a suggestion, some way of doing it quickly, cheaply, then I might listen to them. But for the moment, I'll just say that it's welded together. That's my way out. So there we go. Plate bridge. What do you call it? Plate ridge bridge. Whatever it is. That's it, finished. So again, if you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe. That will be handy. You'll be informed when new videos come up. There'll be another one in 2 or 3 days, I assume. In the meantime, please have a go yourself and let me know how you get on. In the meantime, happy modelling.